The men in my family have a tradition, a rite of passage my dad called it, where when a boy becomes a man, he takes a journey in my grandfather's car, a cross-country trip alone to connect with the past. My grandfather died before I was born, so for me, it was supposed to be a way to understand my roots. But now I think it was a test, and I don't know if I passed or failed. The car is a relic, a 1968 Ford Falcon, heavy seafoam green steel and chrome. Inside, smelling of old vinyl, stale pipe tobacco, and something faintly metallic like old blood. No GPS or modern comforts, just a rumbling engine, a massive steering wheel, and an old AM/FM radio with a crackling speaker. I set off 2 weeks ago with a worn paper map on the passenger seat. The first day's incredible. Just me and the open road. Ghosts of old rock and roll on the radio. But then it was time for the road. That thin red line on the map. A 200-mile straight slash through dense national forest. The turnoff was unassuming. A faded sign leading to a 2-lane blacktop, swallowed by towering pines. Air cooling, sunlight dimming through the needles. No other cars in sight. Just a lonely ribbon into the wilderness. That's when the radio started acting up. First static, then a voice. A news anchor urgent about naval blockades and Cuba tensions, lasting 30 seconds before dissolving. Weird, but I twisted the dial to more hiss. Then a jingle for a soda, gone since the 70s. I dismissed it as atmospheric bounce. Radio waves trapped and rebounding in remote areas. A cool quirk. But the broadcasts kept coming, changing, becoming intimate. Whispered lovers full of excitement. A mother's loving lullaby that ached in my chest. A sharp argument between men. They weren't broadcasts anymore. Something else. The car shifting from curiosity to unease. The road empty and unchanging. Then a dilapidated diner appeared. Abandoned for decades. Windows boarded. And as I passed, the radio erupted with clatter of cutlery, sizzling grill, murmurs, a waitress cheerful asking what'll it be? So real, I smelled the coffee, gone in 10 seconds. My heart pounded. That wasn't natural. Then a clearing with a gnarled oak, radio crackling to children's laughter. Joy pure under the creak of a tire swing. But no swing there, just an empty branch. The realization hit hard. The radio wasn't from the sky, it was from the ground. The road itself, playing back moments, memories from exact locations. The highway, a recording. This car, the playback device. Morbid curiosity, stronger than fear. I slowed, past a collapsed barn, radio filling with a man's frantic prayer, begging mercy amid a roaring thunderstorm. Not real outside, but shaking me inside. I stopped, and the prayer faded, reversed, and it restarted mid-sentence. I was scrubbing through time. The wonder curdled darker. Memories not all joy. Ahead, a sharp curve around a ravine. Mangled guardrail. Knot of ice in my stomach. Almost turned off the radio, but couldn't. Static to screeching tires. high-pitched squeal, a female scream of terror, cut by crunching metal. Then heavy silence, worse than the sound. Dread physical now, seeping from seats and wheel, not just recording, but emotions imprinted, pain and fear real. I had to get out, pulled over shaking, killed the engine for relief, sat breathing, eyes on the dashboard, opened the glove compartment for distraction, found my grandfather's leather journal beneath receipts. With trembling fingers, I opened it. Pages of neat handwriting about the car and driving. Then about this road. October 12th, 1971. Starting his right. Calling it Route 9, but older. Strange air. Radio picking echoes. Then October 15th. Realizing it's the road. The hollow. Holding voices. Moments. Hearing dead men yell. Entries obsessive. Driving regularly. Cataloging. Fascinated, like me. But final ones, frantic. September 3rd, 1992. Wrong. It records. Takes. Heard his own rage from a fight echoed back. Imprints strong emotions. Feeds the hollow. Last entry, tear-stained. September 5th. It's our blood. Old records show land was tribal. Ancestors slaughtered them. Genocide. Rode through burial ground, playing their suffering. A curse binding us to their pain. The car, an amplifier. Right demanding a witness from our bloodline. Pause. I dropped the journal. Blood ice. The right a lie covering ugly truth. Looked in the rear view. Road shimmering like heat haze. Engine sputtered and died. Radio humming, expectant. In the mirror, figures appeared far back. Dozens, then hundreds on horseback. Dark, wrathful silhouettes riding fast. Screaming rage in understood language. From the forest, stumbling women, children, old men torn and mutilated. Faces agony, pointing accusations. Mouths, silent screams in my soul. My scream, raw. Turned the key. Engine roared. Accelerator down. Car shaking. Riders gaining. Faces flashing past. Road infinite. Radio humming, skull shaking. Sign for interstate ahead. Shot past and everything stopped. Riders vanished. Silence deafening. I drove another mile. Pulled over shaking, gasping. Then radio crackled one last time. An old man's weary voice. My grandfather's. Whispering, now you know. You carry it too. The road remembers. And one day for our blood, it won't be enough to listen. It will claim payment. The radio silent. I alone, but not. Cold spot in my soul. Right complete. Bound to ancestors' crime. Waiting to become another recording.